drinking about a half gallon of Kessler's every day, and I got to a point where I had a bug in my body, and I sat in feces and urine for 3-4 days. Oh. And I was going to die. That's what I was aiming to do. I'd have seizures. I'd be sitting in a chair and I'd have a seizure and fall down to the ground or something, stuff like that, because I didn't have alcohol.
I worked for John Deere. I had a lot, and all of a sudden, I had slowly, you lose all that, and then I'm laying on a mat in an overflow and sick as a dog, and I'm like, how did this happen? This is crazy.
People talk about rock bottoms. Well, I've learned something since I've been here. There's a basement to rock bottom.
Once it took all my material stuff, once it took my car, truck, house, relationship, everything I had, right? It's not done with you.
It goes deeper sometimes. You can hit the rock bottom and keep on going, you know what I mean?
And it ripped out my humor, my happiness, my self-confidence. It just kept taking and taking.
So I called 911, and I sat 14 days in detox, and I ended up here. Okay. Michelle came up and seen me twice, up in detox in the hospital, and I've been here ever since.
One day outside of an apartment, I was down on 15th Street, and I was pretty much homeless, and I grabbed the paper and I opened it, and to this, they didn't basically just open. It was like the whole page was this, and I was like, wow.
It was encouragement, structure. Structure's a big thing for me. Doing them breathalyzers in the morning and at night.
You have to have help. You have to have a place like this. You have to have the structure if you're going to have a shot at, coming out of this.
Things were a lot clearer, and things hurt a lot more because they were clearer. Just life in general.
I had PTSD. I thought that was just for the military, I have, depression and anxiety, and so then once you started getting those done,
Did you have an understanding of that the day you walked in here?
About the mental health part? No, I had, I didn't. I just thought it was just the alcohol.
I consider myself a throwaway kid. I was always in foster homes from day one. When I was 12 years old, I got sent away to Independence, Iowa. Was back then a mental health institution for a year and a half at 12 years old. It's accountability, it really is. Mm-hmm. So that helps me. If it wasn't for that, I'd probably be, I know I'd be drinking, probably be dead by now, so.
I love it here, it's different than any other place. I've been dealing with alcoholism for 28 years.
You need a lot of support, because you can't do it on your own.
When the governor combined those two silos, mental health and substance use, come July 1st, the region, whatever that region is going to be comprised of, and it doesn't sound like it's the old region in Dubuque, it's larger, okay? And people like us can go and apply for that money. And I'm hoping that it opens up a whole new world to us, because for 3 years, we couldn't get our hands on any of that region money, much of. We got a little bit one time for some copiers and things, and that helped tremendously. But actual service help, that's where you need the money, actually operating a place like this. Our facilitators and our programmers come here and help us out, where our future alcohol, drug counselors, therapists, the lead groups here. We're going to have computers over there for jobs and say employment. We're still in the process of making this better. But this is a kind of inviting area. This metal case in here is where we lock up our medications. Okay, every morning our people come in and they get their medication. This is also where UA's, urinalysis, start. We UAM every week. Another group room here. We have food giveaways. We give food to them. They get free coffee. Verena Street gives us free coffee. And here's Kim, our housing director, and she wears a lot of hats.
Hi, Kim.
She is an integral part of all this. And you can see our security system with our 30-some cameras, okay? You can't hardly move in here. Outside their apartments, they're gonna be on film, you know, whether they're inside or outside. She's been helping me since day one, 2005. This was nothing but an idea on a piece of paper with 5 board members eventually. Yeah.
Wow.
That's where it started out. I drew something on a piece of paper, and that's where it started out. 2007, we opened our first project. Now we're a benefit to the neighborhood. We are a benefit to this neighborhood. Our cameras, our lights, our presence here actually made this a better corner, better neighborhood. We are stakeholders in our neighborhood. We just purchased a house. That'll be another great corner with security cameras and, you know, and a presence about us as well. So we're a win-win for any city.
It is a day-to-day
Yeah.
deal. I mean, it really is.
Just this place could do it. I can tell you that.